Oh, hi, Alan Klein here. I am super excited. And in the class, we'll look at what is awe. And I think you're going to be very surprised at some of the answers. We'll also look at some of the new research in awe, showing how a little bit of awe in your life can help you be happier and healthier. And the third thing, and perhaps the most important, is we'll look at interesting and fun ways that you can get more on your life every single day. So go on the Unity site, unitysf.org. The class starts Wednesday, April 14th. It'll be for 5 Wednesdays, 1 hour each. So come join me if you want more awe and wonder in your life. Oh, and one other thing, the class is going to be very fun.
Hello and welcome to Unity San Francisco. I wanted to let you know that from this Sunday on, we are open for guests here in the sanctuary with us. So if you're interested in coming for next Sunday's service, the registration will be up and running right after this service online on our website. You can sign up for next week's service. We have a maximum of 30 guests that can attend here in the building right now. It's where our COVID restrictions are with the city of San Francisco. And the most we can have in the space while feeling like we are protecting each person's space and comfort level and safety, health and safety. So 30 people, we welcome you. We are delighted to have you back and sign up. It's on a first come, first served basis. If you're not on the web and need some help, just call me or call us here in the office and we will sign you up. All right. Thank you and have a great Sunday.
W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. All are welcome in unity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We salute your divinity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E. Does life have you on a stormy path? And does your heart yearn for peace and rest? A place you can learn and grow. I know a place you can go. Do you have more questions than answers? Does something deep within you stir? Are you longing to know Unity San Francisco? W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. All are welcome in unity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We salute your divinity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E.
We see,
Your divinity,
we see,
your authentic self,
we see,
who you are called to be,
we see,
your godliness,
we love,
and let peace lead the way.
we
The
love,
wholeness of you,
we love,
and activating faith
we love,
through trials too.
we are,
A diverse community,
we
a
are,
safe place to go,
we are,
founded in unity. We are Unity San Francisco. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. All are welcome in unity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We salute your divinity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. All are welcome in unity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We salute your divinity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unity San Francisco. I am so delighted to have you here in the room where it happens with us. And if you're at home, hello. I am so delighted to have you in your own room where it happens with us. I just wanted to go over, before service starts today, a couple of our safety protocols and as reminders and as a way to create this safe place together. First is that while you're here in the space, masks are worn at all times. You will see us here on platform without masks, but as we enter and as we exit, we'll be putting our mask on or off. And the only time you'll see us without a mask is when we're up here. Otherwise, in the sanctuary, on the stairs, in the restrooms, in the halls, please keep your mask on at all times. Also, you will notice that there is hand sanitizer all around the room, right underneath your chairs. There are stations all in the halls and downstairs. You can use it at any time for your own personal safety and comfort. Please respect everyone's distance and needs for distance, and just know that we are here to respect everybody's personal choices in this and keep each other safe. So thank you for being here. If you have any questions about our protocols or about any issues here, please see myself, Deanne, or any of the staff members. We're here to help you. One last reminder is we are now back live with people in the room. And so this is a reminder to turn off your cell phones, to let it go to silent. You can post, you can tell people you're here, you can take a picture of us, that's all fine, but do it all silently so the ringer doesn't go off. We're going to have a great service for you here today, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Delighted that you've joined us.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's so good to see all of your faces. Yay, we're back in this space. It's really starting to sink in, right, that we're back in the space. And I see some new faces here today. It's beautiful to see you all. If you're joining us on the live stream, as always, it is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to be with you here. And I'm here with Tyler.
Good morning, Deanne. Good morning, everybody.
So there is so much going on in the world right now. And I don't know about you, but this week was a relief for me. And it does speak to something that I was sitting on just being with what might be, right? I was trying not to tip into knowing that this was not going to perhaps be about equality and equity, and not trying to get myself too excited about the fact that perhaps it would be a signal and a sign of equity and equality. I was trying to stay really centered, right, during the whole Chauvin trial. That has been my practice, to just stay really centered. And that's really what our teachings are all about, because we did get a verdict that supports what we know and believe here in Unity about love and equality and equity. Our work's not done by a long shot. But these teachings are what ground us. Even in the midst of whatever's going on in the world, these teachings allow us to lean into something.
Yes. And even as we, the chaplains, pray for the world on Thursdays, we are taught, and I so love, that I hold the principle and I pray for the world, but there is no way to not put myself at the front of the line during the prayer. Let the change be with me, and I pray for the world. But these principles help guide my new choices. The principles that we study do not change.
Right.
The government laws may change, and I probably guaranteed to change. But this prayer, this principle method, I'm so grateful.
Yeah. So if you're new to Unity, and this is your first time with us, we are a community that is grounded in love, and that believes that we are the change that we need to see in time and in space. And so I'm going to invite us all into a moment of prayer and introspection. We have a phenomenal gift for you. It's a mashup. I love mashups personally. I have a little weakness for them. And so we're going to be listening to a mashup of two beautiful songs found from Dear Evan Hansen and The Story of Tonight from Hamilton. So here is Marcus Page and Misa Malone.
We may not yet have reached our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell their story, they'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tonight. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? How you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. We see His light. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away. No matter what they tell you, someone will come running to take you home. Raise a glass to all of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight. Out of the shadows, the morning they'll tell the story of tonight. All is new. It's only a matter of time. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. And when our children tell their story, you will be found. They'll tell the story of tonight. No matter what they tomorrow, there'll be more of us telling the story of tonight. The story of tonight.
So we breathe into this space, this sacred space, this holy space that is the very truth of each of us. That when we feel lost, that all we need to do is to look around and we are found. So we breathe and we rest in these immutable principles of freedom, of joy, of community and connection. And we stand in these principles, allowing them to guide us, to be alive as us. So that in this moment, transformation is happening for a world that works for everyone. In this moment, we say yes. Yes. So I invite you to just be with that which you are, the I am, and know that when we say yes, the world is transformed. That as we stand together in these principles of love and truth, that the way is made. And so it is. Amen. Ashe.
So it is, so it is, so it is. If there's anything on your heart that you would like held in the field of affirmative prayer, we, the prayer chaplains, would consider it an honor to hold your next good in the field of principle and of love. So let us know if there's anything on your heart. Go to our website, submit a prayer request. Let us know how we can support you. And also, every Sunday, right after the service, here in the sanctuary, there'll be prayer chaplains available to support you in prayer, but also on the Zoom room, our Spiritual Salon, which is right after the service. Just let us know that you'd like to have a little private breakout room online with a prayer chaplain to pray together, to know this good in the field of divine yes, based on love and principle. So, we are here for you. We love this part of our community. Now, we're getting ready for our first community song. And just a little reminder that if you're viewing with us live over the internet, we want to invite you to our Zoom room. We call it the Spiritual Salon. There's a much more interactive experience through the Zoom room. You go to our website, click Spiritual Salon, and during this song is your chance to log in. And right after this song, we're going to have this interactive meet and greet. Those of us here in the sanctuary will go up to the camera and, to each other in the sanctuary just to say hello and exchange love. And please join us for this interactive meet and greet. But for now, I invite you to stand if you're willing and able, both here in the sanctuary and at home, as we fill our lungs with air, as we lift our voice with faith. Let's sing together, Imagine.
Imagine there's no hell. heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
And it's now time for our meet and greet, so I invite you to greet each other with socially respectable distance. You can also say hello to people in Zoom room by standing on the square right here and waving and saying hello. Hey, Frank. Good morning, everybody. Mwah, mwah.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Alan! Happy birthday to you! Tomorrow, we love you.
All right, everybody. That was wonderful. It's so good to see everybody. Love you all. We're going to head back, so if you could take your seats in the sanctuary, and we're going to turn this back to platform to Kristen.
Thank you. What fun that was. Happy birthday, Alan. And now it's time for our giving and receiving. Here at Unity, we have many ways to help you give. One simple way is to text to Unity SF at 44321. To donate, you can click on the link under the screen at the donate button. Here in the sanctuary, we have your envelopes on the chair, so you can drop them in the offering basket. And if you're watching on another platform, you can simply click on the link in the chat. And now, to talk about why he gives to Unity San Francisco is our very own president of the board, Frank Bourgoin.
Thank you so much, Kristen. And boy, it's wonderful to be here in person today. I've really enjoyed the ability to be able to come to service virtually for the past year, but it does not compare to this. And one of the things I'm just feeling so grateful for today is the leadership of this church, and that's Ken and Deanne. And I was thinking they're kind of like the ever-ready bunny. They just keep going and going and going. And they make it look easy, but I know for a fact that they have both just, gone over the top with their work and commitment this past year. So, yeah, let's give them a hand. But the church is just so beautiful in person. We've got beautiful stained glass windows that people have donated through our capital campaign. And, it just feels really fresh and wonderful in here. And, in addition, every Sunday I come to service in any number of ways, sometimes great and sometimes not so great, but I'm always guaranteed some kind of inspiration or transformation that I need. And then when I take the classes, it's just, kind of like additional ongoing transformation and tools that I get to use in my life. And it's just so easy to want to give back. It's not a hard decision. It's very easy, both my time and treasure. And I'm just continue to be so excited to be part of this community and to be part of a community that is coming back very strong. And so thank you all for coming today. And if you're thinking about coming back, just really think hard about it because it's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Frank, for all that you do. And now it's time for our offering affirmation. I'll say this once and then I invite you to know it with me. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. Can we know this together? I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here, both online. Looks like there's several parties going on online today. That was fabulous to have you guys in the Zoom room. And it is a great pleasure to stand with you today, to be with you online. And as Frank alluded to, the leadership here, the people who rise up periodically, I see them all around the room and on the Zoom, who have taken their turn at leadership here and passed the torch from leadership from generation to group of people who come into this community to receive, and then they turn into the people who come into this community to give. And everything has its season. Last week, I spoke to you about the life you get to choose and talked about setting your intentions and how to use gratitude and awe to create the life that you want to live. And we certainly are an example of that here in this new building, this new old building, and this new idea of what spirituality is, how we keep evolving our spiritual teachings, but the principles stay the same, as Deanne and Tyler were talking about. But the evolution continues, both outside of us and inside of us. Last week, I spoke to you about that, choosing a life, and I used this quote: "Things may happen around you and things may happen to you, but the only things that really matter are the things that happen in you," by Eric Butterworth. And the amazing gift of that quote is that it works for, like we talked about last week. There are circumstances in the world that you cannot change, you cannot fix. But what most important is how you respond to life's events and opportunities, challenges, and situations. Shift the situation for you. And that's an amazing from looking at it from outside in. But this week, I want to talk to you about when life calls you up higher. When that longing inside of your soul cannot be satisfied by just an affirmation or a shift. It is called for something larger from you. And it can be scary. So there's a reason you're here. There is a call. You are on this planet and in this room or watching me online right now. There's a reason you're here. And you know what it is, because you have come here to shine a light, to make a difference, to be the change the world needs. And that call cannot be ignored. You have free will, of course, but the only choice is when you will do it. For you are here to make a difference. And if it's not this life, then it'll be another one. But this is what you're here for. And there's a song that Cleo found for us. Cleo Briggs brought this to me a while back. And today we get the pleasure of listening to Cleo and Katie sing this song. It's called Flight. Enjoy.
Let me run through a field in the night. Let me lift from the ground till my soul is in flight. Let me sway like the shade of a tree. Let me swirl like a cloud in a storm on the sea. Wish me on my way. Through the dawning day, I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna spill, wanna grow on the side of a hill. I don't care if the train runs late, if the checks don't clear, if the house blows down. I'll be off where the weeds run wild, where the seeds fall far from this earthbound town. And I'll start to soar. Watch me rain till I pour. I'll catch a ship that'll sail me astray. Get caught in a wind, I'll just have to obey till I'm flying away. Let me leave behind all the clouds in my mind. I wanna wake without wondering why, finding myself in a burst for the sky. Maybe I'm just a fool.
I should keep to the ground.
I should stay where I'm at.
Maybe everyone has hunger like this, and the hunger will pass, but I can't think like that. All I know is somewhere through a clearing, there's a flickering of sunlight on a river long and wide, and I have such a river inside. Let me run through a field in the night. Let me lift from the ground till my soul isn't blind. Let me sway like the shade of a tree. Let me swirl like a cloud in a storm on the sea. Wish me on my way.
Wish me on my way.
Through the dawning day, I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna spill, wanna grow in the side of a hill.
Wanna shift like a wave rolling on. Wanna drift from the path I've been traveling upon. Before I am gone.
And Cleo Briggs. Wow. And I have such a river inside. One of my favorite lines in that song, because there is a call, something deep and powerful running within you. And you are here to express it. And it doesn't matter if you've not answered the call before. It doesn't matter if you've gotten off of track, because that longing is your spiritual GPS, right? It's the thing that gets you back on track. And you know those moments. You know when you're out of step, when something just feels wrong, when you're not adhering to the truth of who you are. And that call will not go away. So you can end up in the wrong relationship, the wrong marriage, the wrong job, the wrong situation. But those mistakes, those seeming failures, those seeming tragedies can just be an opportunity to get up and set yourself right back on the track. For in spirit, there are no mistakes. There is only the journey, and each and every step along the way brings you closer and more powerfully into who you really are. You are a magnificent expression of God, of the divine. You are a once in a lifetime, special, unique expression that can never be diminished or silenced. Ever, right? Because you are an eternal being. You are more than your body. You are more than this physical lifetime. You are more than your name. You are spirit itself in the form you're taking right now. So what is it that you're called to do? Take a step forward. Check it out. It doesn't matter if you're in a job or a situation where you think you can't shift. There's always a way to be different. I know in the middle of this year, there may not have seemed to be choices, because I fell into that trap of understanding that I had to get this done. I had to get this done. I had to do this, so this had to sacrifice. This had to go. My self-care fell to the wayside because I had to get this and that done. And I felt not myself. When we can step up, when we can know that there is more than enough time. There is more than enough resources. There are more than enough opportunities. We can take that baby step forward. We can take that step towards our longing for who we really are. And one of the simplest ways is to take the time to be with others, to truly listen and share what the gift you've given yourself and me today is to be here with us, listening, participating. So instead of asking, like we did last week, what do I want from life? What do I want to experience in this life? What if this week we ask this more powerful question? What does life want from me? What is that universal spirit life calling me to be in this moment? What is it that I need to step into fully, powerfully, completely? There are, as Mother Teresa said, no small miracles. They're all just individual acts of kindness. So step forward, do it. For we are, as Teilhard said, not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human one. And so can we forgive ourselves when we forget? Can we forgive ourselves and recalibrate rather than to blame and deride for others' mistakes? We are all spiritual beings. We existed before this incarnation. We will exist after it. That is a spiritual truth that Unity teaches and that I believe. An eternal being of light and love. If you knew that, what would you really knew it? Knew it in the core of your being. What would you do today? Right? Oprah talks about it this way. She says, every week on Super Soul Sunday, I ask people what they would tell their younger selves. She says, inevitably the answer is, I tell myself to relax, that it was all going to be okay, and to not fret the small stuff. So make the mistakes. Get out and try new things. Find your path. Go on the journey. The universe is here to support you and champion you and lift you. The resources you need will appear when you take the first step. Step out in faith. Step out in knowing and live your divine destiny. That's what we're called for. That's what we're called to this moment. To realize that there is nothing that can stop us when we set our mind to our purpose, to our divine purpose. And to do that, what do we have to do? Surrender. Surrender to what it's going to look like. To surrender to how it will feel. Trust me, it will feel uncomfortable until it feels right. But the misery we know, sometimes the only thing that gets us out of it is our divine discontent. Because we get used to the misery we know, and we find ways to cope, and it becomes our reality. But it is not our destiny. Our destiny is something greater and larger. And when we can surrender to the truth that the universe is conspiring for our highest and best, there are no limits. Logic tells me that I'm too old to be a parent, yet I have a 2-year-old. Logic would tell me, the world would tell me, that I had done too much in my life to be a minister, and yet here I am. And logic tells us all lies. lies. Let them go. Surrender to the flow of life, and that river inside will take you deep, deep to places that will fill your heart beyond measure. Let's take this to our time of meditation, and Misa leading us in I Will Surrender.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and true and free as I continue walking in this mystery.
To let the chair hold you, and to let your arms open at your side. For in this moment, we can surrender to our greatest, highest good. We can release all the things that keep us tied down to this time and place, to this way that things are, to the limitations of the reality world, the practical world, the safe and ordered rules. What would happen if you would break the rules today? To say, no, I'm going on a different path. I'm taking a different course. I am going to finally listen to that voice and answer the call of my life. It can be as small as one baby step and as monumental as the mountain moving. In this moment, in this understanding, I invite you in the silence to see your path illumined and to walk down it. And what is it? What is it that you're really here to do? See yourself right now, still in this meditation, doing that. You may already do it, but get to do more of it. You get to be bigger, larger, braver. Is it sharing your love with someone else? Is it doing that thing you've always wanted to do? Experience
There may
it
be walls, there may be roadblocks
right now.
in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down.
And
I will surrender
we surrender
to
in
my
this moment.
greatest,
We surrender it all. We open to the infinite possibility that is our life, our true calling, our destiny.
For every step I take,
Every step is taking us greater, greater and closer
and I am grateful
to that destiny.
every day. I am kinder every moment, every day. I am stronger every moment, every day.
Namaste.
And I am stronger every moment, every day. And now it's time for our spiritual practices. These are suggestions and ways to help us anchor our practice for the week. So this week, the invitation is to nurture your spiritual nature, to redefine failure, to answer the call from within, and to live the life you were born for. So we invite you now to fill in your spiritual connection cards. There should be one here in the sanctuary on your seats, and you can drop them in the offering basket as you leave. You can click on the spiritual connection card button underneath the screen. If you're viewing from another platform, you can click in the link on the chat and fill that in, and let us know which one of these resonate for you this week. And if you're new to Unity and just joining us for the first time, welcome. We're so happy to have you. And with the information on the spiritual connection card, we will be able to send a little gift as a token of our love and appreciation for your presence today. And now it's time for the blessing of the children, and I'm going to welcome back up Reverend Ken.
Thank you. Thank you. I almost forgot. Thank you. I saw the slide come out and going, oh yeah, it's me again. One of the things that pulled me off track this year was juggling life, juggling my job, and juggling the family and the kids. This Friday, 2 days ago, my littlest Joshua had surgery again. He was in surgery for 4 hours on Friday afternoon and was released on Friday night, and he's home, vacillating between being not feeling well and being a holy terror. So, as a 2-year-old should be. So it's a great combination of it. But one of the things that happened this week is, this is his 4th surgery. And I got to be back in the hospital that he's had 3 of them in, and witness other families, witness other children, witness other people who have a much larger challenge ahead of them than I face. Joshua is doing great. And these people do it with such grace and love. Watching the love going on between the nurses and the doctors and the patients and the staff at the children's hospital is heart-opening. And all the families around the world right now who are dealing with issues of their own children facing life-challenging surgeries, illnesses, situations that will persist for their lifetime. And I get to let that go. What this week taught me was what I think I have to deal with is nothing. And it got me to reset the perspective and got to realize that, yes, I can achieve all of this. I've asked for all of this. I want it. It is my calling to be that father. And I don't have to make it an either or. I can be present to the children. I can be present to the people here at Unity, to my job, to my husband. All of it is possible when I stop thinking that there's not enough. That's last week's talk about time. But this week's talk about purpose, what we're really here to do. And so for all those children, all the children I saw, all the children we hold in our hearts, all the children of the world who need this love. We have a blessing. And it goes like this. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We love you exactly the way you are. Can we know that together? You are God's perfect expression of divine life.
We love you exactly the way you are.
So it is.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there is so much happening here at Unity San Francisco. First off,
As we know, we're already reopened. So exciting to have you here. But I just want to let everybody know that each Sunday we reset the database. We invite people to sign up. Right now we're allowed 30 seats. That number may change based on city and state regulations, but we just want people to then to sign up. The database will instantly go to the waiting list once it is filled. So we invite you, sign up and join us. And thank you all for being here. Also, if you sign up and then your plans change, just let us know so that we can contact the next person on the waiting list and invite them to enjoy your seat. So the main point is we never stopped, and we are still here sharing love. So thank you.
well, we certainly have not stopped, right? So if you are looking for a way to drop in and you want to check out more and know more about who we are, our very own Alan Klein, who we're saying happy birthday to, has written a book called The Awe Factor, and he is teaching a class on the Awe Factor. It's on Wednesdays from 5 to 6 p.m. You can come in at any point, so if that's something you'd like to check out, please do find out more about it online on our website. And Reverend Ken and I both of us are part of what I have a deep and profound passion for, which is connecting Unity teachings with the LGBTQ plus community. And so we're going to be part of an event called Liberating Your Divine Identity. It's a spiritual conversation. There are 5 Unity ministers who all identify in some way, shape, or form on the LGBTQ plus spectrum, because it's a wide spectrum. I'm super proud that San Francisco has 2 out of the 5. Big surprise. Shocking, right? Shocking. So this is specifically for people who identify in that community. It's an opportunity to touch into what can be a very complex intersection between spirituality, religion, and that particular identity or understanding of ourselves in the world. And so please do share this information with anybody who you might know, who might be interested. It's next week, Thursday, April 29th. It's actually my birthday. I was like, what a great thing to be doing on my birthday. It is going to be 5 p.m. Pacific. It's 7 p.m. Central, but it's 5 p.m. Pacific. And it's free. So, tell people to come and to join us.
I am signed up. I'm excited. I'm excited. Also, we are excited to have launched our podcast. So go to our website, find out more. You can take our Sunday inspiration with you on the go. So this is really a next step of us continuing to share the message. We also have another new feature on our website.
Yeah, it's our weekdays ways to connect. So each day there's something that you can go to so that if you can have a daily practice, or if you go to the website, there'll be a snippet from the talk, there'll be some of the music, there will be something that will link you in to support you as you keep yourself connected and grounded in the principles that we know and we love. So the inspiration doesn't just have to happen on Sunday, folks. You've got tools for it to be able to be a constant throughout your week.
Amazing, amazing. And happening right now today, immediately after service, we always have the community connection via the Zoom Spiritual Salon room. So join us, and then if you'd like to have a private breakout session with a prayer chaplain, that can be done in the Zoom room. For those of us here in person, there's prayer chaplains available after service. And then we also have hospitality right here at our beautiful building, so join us downstairs for hospitality. The Zoom connection room turns into Spiritual Salon at 12:30, so join us in that same Zoom room.
And that happens both up here in the space. So if you're here with us today and you'd like to stay and be part of the Spiritual Salon, you can just come back up here in the space, and we'll also be interconnected. We've got a hybrid setup going on so that you can connect more deeply with the people who are in the Zoom room. And that's going to be facilitated by our very own Dave Cooperberg today. So.
And as always, we have our meditations that we offer. There's always the Monday through Friday noon Peace in the Midst with Reverend Deanne. We always have the beautiful Elizabeth Hager doing that beautiful sound meditation every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. right here. So join us for all of these ways to connect.
So thank you to everybody who makes it. Thank you to you who are here in the space with us for making the effort and the time and the energy. I know breaking free to actually from the habits, right? Breaking free of the habits that might have clogged us up. So thank you for being here in person. Cleo and Katie, and Misa and Marcus. The music this week, our beautiful AV and sound team, and everybody, Ken and Kristen, thank you so much. Tyler and Kristen, as I said, pointed to you, but said Ken. Tyler and Kristen, thank you so much. We do have a final affirmation, one that is very alive in the world, and it's alive within me right now. I lovingly create a world of safety, equity, and equality. Can we please just center ourselves in our heart space and know this together? I lovingly create a world of safety, equity, and equality. And so it is.
So it is.
So I'm going to invite everybody to rise as you're willing and able. You got your shakers. They've been sanitized, as I said. Don't share them with someone else. And we're going to sing One Step.
One step, one step, one step, one step. Old-time religion is a box I do not fit in. I am metaphysical, I am transcendent. Change the situation by changing your mind. Raise the vibration by knowing you are divine. Make a mental path, one step, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make a mental path, one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the goddess in me. What do you believe? You got to know your truth. Pure potential possibility, that is you. If you stand in opposition, you perpetuate the thing. What you resist, persist, so let love be what you bring. Make the mental path, one step, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make the mental path, one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the goddess in me. One step, one step, one step, one step. Follow your intuition and the passion that you got. Be pulled by your vision, don't get pushed by your thoughts. Everything experienced is energetic. Be aware of energy you give and you get it. Out of the routine, slip into observer state. Change your mind by changing habits, choose a different way. Say, oh yes, to your highest and your best. What you desire, you can straight up manifest. Make the mental path, one step, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make the mental path, one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the goddess in me. Make the mental path, one step, just to surrender to the presence of the God in you. Make a mental path, one step or two. Surrender to the presence of the goddess in you. Take one step, take one step, take one step, one step, one step.
See you online. See you in the Zoom room.
Seeing this connection room.